My name is Dennis Borynec. I'm the manager of operations and records. My association with ThinkDox has been over 10 years now. I was kind of in a spot. We were moving to a new location, and my manager at the time said, we can't take the hard copy records with us, so we won't have a records office anymore because the space that we're moving to is too small. So I need you to figure out a solution to manage the records without doing hard copies. It was a shock to me because, to be honest, I have always been a hard copy guy. Everything worked well. Documents would come in, we'd put a classification number on it, and we'd file it, and we'd usually find documents in minutes. It worked well at the time. Moving to electronic, that was a little scary, but it had to be done. So we actually approached maybe 4 or 5 different vendors, and we had each of them come into the office, do a presentation on their product, and show us why their product would work for us. Did a great presentation. Committee reviewed it and decided that we were going to go ahead with Laserfiche product. I was a little hesitant at the time because I thought that Laserfiche was just out of the box. So here's the box, here's my product, this is what you get. I was totally surprised with what we actually received. Laserfiche and ThinkDox in particular tailored the product to suit our needs. We had a classification scheme, we had retention schedules, all of that information was placed into Laserfiche and made it easy for us to do our jobs. It got to the point where staff were able to find documents in seconds, not minutes. We started saving so much space. All of the hard copy records were slowly integrated into Laserfiche. So all of the history of the Assembly of First Nation is in Laserfiche. It can be accessed by anyone. Our association with our service provider, ThinkDox, has progressed to the point where there's mutual trust back and forth. If I need something done with Laserfiche that maybe a tweak to a workflow or a tweak to a form to tailor to the needs of certain directors of certain sectors in the organization, they bend over backwards. I mean, they help us without thought, and the end product is everything that we asked them to do. We started with records, then we got workflow for approvals, and then finance jumped in and said, can you do something with forms to automate our purchase order process? ThinkDox did that. Finance is so happy with that. Everything's automated. We do the PO through a form. The invoice comes in, we just process it that way. There is no paper. Everything's done automated. It's automated. So finance is quite happy. Now they've asked us to do a couple of more workflows, and ThinkDox is working on those as well. As I speak right now, they're actually working on a couple of more workflow solutions for us for finance. Can't stress enough how important the relationship is with ThinkDox and the Assembly of First Nations. Everything that we've asked them to help us with, they've come through in a crunch. I'm happy with it, and if I'm happy with it, then my staff are happy with it, and if my staff are happy, then everyone who works at the Assembly of First Nations is happy. If they can get their work done faster, better, they can find records or documents in a short amount of time. They can track who's approved what. The auditing component is second to none. I'll give you an example. We use workflow to approve documentation and to make changes to documents. it routes like from a policy analyst to a director. Director may want changes, send it back to the policy analyst. The policy analyst makes the changes, sends it back to the director who approves it, who may have to send it to our chief executive officer for their review. And if needed, it goes to the national chief for the national chief to approve it. And once everything is totally fine, then they send it to records for filing. There was one time the national chief approached me and asked me, who approved this document? And so I went into Laserfiche, I found the workflow, I go, oh, this person approved it. Great, thank you so much. That was such a pat on the back from the national chief for the actual product. And because of the solution that ThinkDox provided and built the solution for us at the Assembly of First Nations, it wouldn't have happened. The national chief is happy with the product, then you know that product is going to stay with the organization for years to come. I can only say that the relationship with ThinkDox and the Assembly of First Nation is great. It's wonderful. It's going to continue as new items come through with Laserfiche, brand new, like there's Laserfiche 12 now. We will be using the provider more and more. I can't see us not using Laserfiche in the future. And hand in hand, that would be with our provider as well. I've got nothing but good things to say about ThinkDox and the Laserfiche product for the Assembly of First Nations needs.